Brand new LCP.
Yes, sir. You guys are tuned into a special bonus episode of that LCP, that Lunchroom Chatter Pod.
Brand new LCP.
I want to have some fun for this bonus episode. Now, last week, I received a question on Instagram, and the question was, I believe, how often should couples have sex? Now, I got some great answers because I posted the question in my IG stories, and I gave you guys the opportunity to say how you felt. Now, I had some great fucking responses come in. Again, the question was, how often should couples have sex? Now, in my opinion, I believe that, of course, that, adult couples have kids and jobs. Of course, you can't have sex every day. But I believe that sex should be consistent enough to where both parties are happy. Again, I am not a sex expert. I'm not a sexologist. However the fuck you call it, that's not what I am. I'm simply going off of based on my past relationships and also based on the things I've heard people tell me in regards to their own relationship struggles. To where I know that sex is a crucial component for a relationship to stay healthy, especially a marriage. So before I even dive deeper, if you out there and you listen to the podcast and you're married, like DM me on IG and let me know how often you have sex with your partner. So if you're a man, let me know how often you have sex with your partner. Same for a woman. Because I know that it's in a lot of relationships, sexual needs are not being met. Maybe the other partner who may not really understand how important sex is in a relationship. Because sex reduces stress. It's motivating. It's just a very necessary thing in a relationship to where couples can still maintain or keep that sexual connection. When couples are together a long time, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, vice versa, like not having that built-in sexual chemistry, that can lead to the love fading away. And then you're going to have one partner say, well, what happened? You don't love me the same anymore. But if you're not doing your job and you're not going above and beyond to make sure that sexual chemistry, that sexual connection stays on point, then you are failing your partner. And again, the question I asked on IG was, how often should couples have sex? Now, some of the answers that came through, let me pull it up. Somebody said whenever they want it. Another person said at least twice. Now twice a day is too much. Now, if it's the weekend and you guys are off, twice a day is great. But now if it's Monday through Friday or whenever you work and now you got kids, you got a job, like it's hard to have sex twice a day. Now somebody said 3 to 4 times a week. That's reasonable. Somebody said depends on the couple. I agree because you have to look at what works for you because some couples might have sex 7 days a week, but you can't use that as your measuring point because like I said, kids, work, other factors may play a part. You might have family living with you. Now, you and your spouse, you can't fuck when you got your mama living with you. So it's factors that play a part in those things happening. Now, somebody said 2 times a day. Somebody said at least once daily if you live together. Every time you meet if you don't live together. Now, I want to clap it up for these responses, man, because like I said, man, all of us in some shape or form have been in a relationship to where we aren't sexually satisfied. And it's not a good feeling. Because if you're not getting sex, you're not getting intimacy at your house, at the place where it's supposed to come from, then where else are you supposed to get it? Because now if you step out and now you go out and cheat, now you fucked up. You a cheater, you a dog. If you're a woman, you a slut, you a hoe. But when your partner is consistently ignoring the consistent conversations about intimacy, about sex being important in a relationship, then what else can you do if it's being ignored? So again, on this short bonus episode, I found a great clip. It's about, let me pull it up. I found the clip on YouTube. It's from an account called The City Line. And on that, in this short video segment, they talk about how often you should have sex in a healthy relationship. And also, I might try to call on my homegirl D1, but before I dive deep into that, again, you guys out there, man, who stay showing love, stay showing support, I'm going to clap it up for you guys, man. Like I said, man, I had a health issue. I'm still trying to get fully resolved. And once I get that resolved, I'll be back to the full length episodes, man. I'll be back to the full me and I'll be back to giving you guys the content you guys know and love. I got some shit coming up. I ain't really gonna dive too deep into it, but I want to dive into this segment again. This YouTube account is called City Line. Let's get this going, man. Again, this clip is called "How Often Should a Couple Have Sex?" The YouTube page is called City Line.
Here to help us break it all down is sex and relationship expert Dr. Jess O'Reilly. It is so good to have you with us today.
I'm so excited to talk with you, SDX.
I think it's always fun to talk about sex. So I'm going to start with a little poll we took, okay? Dr. Jess, we took a poll of our audience on Twitter, and so we asked them, how much sex are you having? And we got 26% said once a week, 20.5% said once a month, 16.4% said as often as possible. How often is normal, and should we even be talking about what normal is?
Well, only your normal matters. And that 37% who can't even remember what sex is, I don't blame them. I think for so many of us, there is so much going on in our lives right now. We've had a really intense 18, 19 months, I don't know who's counting. We got to stop counting. And so we've prioritized other things like our general self-care, our mental health, our physical health. And now we're kind of going back to thinking about relational health, and part of that is sex.
That's right. Okay. So it doesn't matter. Normal is whatever works for in your relationships. And if both of you do not want to have sex, then that is normal for you.
I'm so glad you're saying that. Yes,
right?
because people will say, well, you can't have a happy marriage or relationship that's sexless, but you absolutely can if that's what you both want.
That's right. You just both need to be on the same page. So how can we approach the subject of frequency with a partner? Let's say if one wants more and one wants less.
Well, you have to start talking about it. And I know everybody says that, but I'd love for you to try an exercise where you take a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper, you write down how often you'd like to be having sex. Is it once a week, 3 times a week, twice per fiscal year, once with every meal? And then you draw a line and you write down how often you perceive your partner to want sex. And then you each do that, you trade papers, you have a laugh, you have a conversation. And usually if you're the higher desire partner, you tend to underestimate how often your partner wants it, because it feels like they're always saying no.
Right.
And if you're the lower desire partner, you tend to overestimate it because it feels like they're always like, hey, how about now? How about now? And so you're probably closer than you realize, but you have to start talking about it in hard numbers, right? If you come to my house for dinner and I'm going to serve you something, whether it's potatoes or chicken wings or whatever, I don't serve you however many I think I want. I ask you, how many do you want? I eat 42 chicken wings. How many do you eat?
Got it. Okay, so
you could be vegan. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I don't even want the wings.
Right.
Okay, so now you're in a relationship and you want 42 chicken wings and your partner wants 3. What do you do to try and figure this out?
Well, you're not going to meet exactly halfway in the middle. I can't do that math right now, but you're going to have to deepen the conversation beyond quantity to quality, right? And also really talk about what puts you in the mood for sex. So I call it your fire and ice list. And this is a list that you can start today and keep adding to as things come up. So the fire list is everything that could potentially...
Now we're going to pause it right quick. I'm going to call my homegirl Dewana for a quick second because I want to give you guys... Hold on. Let me try to get this pulled up because I really want to get her opinion on this so you guys can really, really, really have a female's opinion live on air. So hold on. Let me see if I can get her pulled up. We're going to do the FaceTime audio right now. We're going to get her pulled up immediately. Here we go. So the question was, if you're in a relationship, how often do you think couples should have sex? What's your opinion?
My opinion is, it depends, right? So, like, if the girl is bloody free, right, I think probably like a total of like 10 times throughout the week, right? Because you got to consider...
Wait, 10 times in a week?
Wait, like... Hold up,
you trying to go crazy. Wait, 7 days?
No, like...
I thought you was going to say 10 times in a month. So so from Monday to Sunday, 10 times.
Like, it might be 10 times that week. It might be like 4 times the next week. Then it could be like 7 times the week after that. It just depends on, like, how the mood is and what we got going on. But definitely in the morning time, for sure. You gotta get it in
every day, or does it depend?
It depends. It depends. But I'm like, to each his own. Like,
yeah.
So, I think that number would change for sure. Like, I don't think it will be consistently like, oh, this week they're going to do this for 6
you're right, because like I said, now if you guys are in a relationship and that now there's no kids, I'm sure that number is increasing. But now when there's kids or, other factors play a part, you might got a full-time job, then the number reduces. But I still think the sex should be consistent enough, because I was talking to my friend 2 days ago and he said that his girlfriend has sex with him, I think he said once every 2 months. And when he said that, I was like, wow.
And do they live together?
Yes. And now here's the kicker. He said that they only have sex when he initiates the sex.
Okay, wait. So here's another question. Does she have, is she postpartum? Because I don't know what it's like to have kids or anything like that, but I know women do deal with that issue of not feeling either desirable or not wanting to have, because and also sometimes people could be fearful, again, if they've had kids, they could be fearful of getting pregnant again. So that could probably bring up some walls.
I get it. I understand that, but you still got to be mindful that you have a partner. You have a partner, somebody who is going to crave love and affection and attention in some shape or form. But
is this just a season? Again, it's just a little small rough patch in their relationship where now she only wants to do it once every blue moon. I mean, I feel like it's something bigger.
Once every 2 months is fucking insane. There's no way, because if you do the math, once every 2 months, that means you're only having sex about 5 to 6 times a year. That's a no.
But that's okay. But he's saying within the last month. But did he? Okay. But what about the last year? The last 9 months? How often was it? Did he give you that information, or he just gave you?
In the last 2 months, it's been one time, but even before then, it's really inconsistent. And now, as a man, especially when you're young, I know women too, but men, we want to have sex. And now if we're not getting sex from home, where else are we supposed to get it? Because now if we step out, we're cheating. Right. We scumbags. We Ime Udoka on Nia Long. So it's if we're not getting it from home, and we consistently having the conversation about, we want sex should be consistent. I crave it. So what should a man do in that situation? You dating somebody, you not having sex with him. Where should he get it from? Should he just go in the bathroom and beat his meat every day? Because you ain't giving it to him. He not getting it from you. He not getting it from the wine. So what should your man do? You not giving up the coochie. What should your man do? What should he do?
No.
Lay down and play his PS5 and not get nothing? No, I'm asking you.
So to the listeners out there, okay, I have to change some of the words he used around. All right, cool, bet. All right. So if I was married to this man, right? Yeah. And I'm going to give it to him, right? But there also should be some communication around it, so where he understands why I'm not doing this. I'm sure it won't be because I'm not attracted to him. Maybe there is something you could have done differently to approach me. Maybe you're not, the foreplay isn't there. You just want to hump on me, but I mean, you're right.
But if your man is horny, the why not gonna matter. The why you not having sex not gonna. And like I said, you right too.
I think at some point you should be intentional about it. Meaning because sometimes you can't always be spontaneous. Sometimes you actually might. I'm just thinking. I don't know, but sometimes you may have to schedule in. Okay, we're gonna designate these 3 hours. No, but I know. But if
I don't want to schedule the box,
bruh. But you might have to. You might have to. You don't know how what life will take you to where you actually might have to be intentional about doing that, about spending.
So I got to make a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. to have some pussy.
So if you the one, if you you just said you playing PS5 and all this stuff, and that's something you consistently do, right? You do this on a regular. You watch your TV shows, all right? Yeah. And if your girl, if she's doing Lord knows what, and then y'all have this sort of conflict. But y'all both want it, but it's y'all keep missing it. Y'all have the timing. It's off.
It's a disconnect. It's a disconnect.
It's a disconnect because it can also be y'all might have some serious conversations. They may have come about to where it's your mood is away from that. So that's what I'm saying. You might have to be intentional about setting aside that time where we're not going to be focused on all.
If me and her schedule having sex, then is it genuine if it's pre-planned? Because sex is the best to me when it's organic, when it's natural. I don't want to pre-plan 7:30 we're going to have sex. It's just forced to me.
Okay, so I get what you're saying. No, like generally speaking, it should be organic, right? But as life progresses and you guys have different, you have kids involved and stuff like that, then you may have to be intentional about having a date night or something like that, where you are carving out that time of intimacy to be like focus on your person. Of course, I can't speak to people who just dating, quote unquote. And they having sex.
You mean like real relationship? You mean like legit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Legit commitment partnership with a person, because that, you can do whatever you really want to. It's like subconsciously there's no true commitment. Like people say that they are, but they're really not. That's another conversation. I get into it. But yeah, like if that's your spouse or something, or people want to use the word partner, then sometimes a grown up conversation might need to be had and see what you need to do to adjust it. Only from the standpoint of you talking about like your friend. It's been too much. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, what's really going on?
It is. 1 time in 2 months. I mean, like I said, like, of course, as a man, we want to be mindful of postpartum depression. Right. But when a man is horny, we don't give a shit what you got going on. We want to have sex. Again, I'm not trying to be insensitive. But now, if you don't want to have sex, go down, suck his dick, do something. Right. Don't just sit there and because you don't want to do it. Like, you still can't be selfish because you still are in a relationship. And it's certain things that, like, it's a part of a relationship. If not, to me, it's like you're kind of just glorified friends in a way. If you guys are not having sex.
That's important.
It just matters. It matters, man. Because now, again, I understand what you're saying, but I feel like if you're dating somebody and he not having sex with you for 2-3 months, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to sit back and be like, you know what?
If I was in a situation like that where I'm open to doing that, and that would kind of...
And now, because if you got a high sex drive, you're going to be frustrated. Right. And now, when you're frustrated, like you got a bad mood, you're grumpy.
So, okay, I don't know what makes men and women so different. Like, I understand me as a woman. I don't understand, like, men, right? Like, the same way y'all don't get us, I don't get y'all, right? So, my thing
confusing.
And y'all not? Okay. So, my thought is, if I'm horny and I'm going to just go and get it. Like, I'm going to get it.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
I'm about to climb on top. I'm going to get you turned on to where I can.
Hold up. In regards to you saying that now, because if somebody don't want to have sex with you, and now you try to get them turned on to where now you're having sex with them, but now it's like it feels like you kind of raping them. Like that's going to defeat the purpose for me.
Hence why that's what I'm saying, bro. It got to be my husband.
It gotta be mutual. It gotta feel love because for example, if I'm married, right, and now she don't want to have sex, and now, of course, I'm trying to turn her on and get her going, and now we having sex, but I see she don't want to have sex, then it's like it's going to turn me off because it's going to feel like I'm raping her, even though I'm not. Yeah. But it's going to kill the mood. Well, I'm like, what? I'm going to go in the bathroom. I'm going to beat my meat. Fuck this. And I'm going to go to sleep.
If you even thinking even if you're thinking long term, right? Like there is going to be times when like that other person does not, you're going to have to be okay with that. Like
I'm going to have to be okay with going to rape my partner?
No, fool. Like, what?
I'm trying to find out.
No.
Ooh, you a lie.
I'm just listening.
This man trying to get me.
Nah, I had to get some clarification.
I'm saying you're going to have to be okay with, like, being denied at some point.
Whew.
And it's not to say that
I could be denied, but it's gonna come a time where what? I'm gonna get it from somewhere else.
Should not be where you go out 1 month, 2 months, especially a young
man
couple. No, like absolutely not.
It's ridiculous.
Like, absolutely not. There's like like you said, it's really no excuse. Within 30 days, 60 days, like no love. Like,
it's no excuse.
It does. It's like, especially if y'all are sharing the same bed, y'all sharing the same space.
Yeah.
No, because like if you're laying down, like even the fact of like you laying down together, like it could be like 10 minutes before you fucking go to sleep. Like it ain't that difficult to get that like affection.
I mean, you're right,
there.
because to me that's a tease. Like, you know, every night you get in the shower, you come out and like, and you know, your little sleep clothes, and now I'm looking at you, but now I can't get it. Hell no, no.
Right. Boo. You gotta boo him. Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, that's
Because at a certain point, like I said, like, because to me, my opinion, I believe that people can cheat and still love the person who they are with, but just certain
the same way you thought that you can fantasize about somebody.
Exactly. I know, but I'm saying no. It's certain times where temptation kicks in, because I always hear women say, "Oh, if you cheated, it means you don't love me." That ain't true. You can cheat and still love somebody, but you just cheated.
You're going to leave. You're going to leave somebody if they do that to you.
If I'm in a situation like that and I go cheat and now she decides to leave, I don't care, because I'm not getting sex anyway. I'm not getting love anyway. So now if you walk away, like what exactly am I missing?
Please don't walk away.
No, but I'm saying,
me.
what exactly am I missing? I'm not getting shit anyway.
Right.
So it's like, I can understand if it's there and now I cheat and now you walk away and now I'm losing the love, the affection, but I ain't getting shit anyway. So by me leaving, I'm basically leaving a friend, and I might find somebody who, quote unquote, it's a real relationship. So if you leave, and I don't give a fuck, because I ain't missing shit. You ain't giving me nothing anyway.
I just hope these people understand that there are seasons of life, and that there might be a season where y'all are just getting it. Get money. And then there might be one that is like...
Yeah, but if we get to that dry season, like, it gotta be a valid reason why you got into a car accident, you got a brain tumor. It better be something. Because now, if I ain't getting them because, you know, you lost your job or some shit, no. It's not gonna fly. It's not gonna work. It got to be a valid, legit reason. You lost your mama. Something happened. Nope. If it ain't that, nope. It's no. Give me. Suck my dick. Do something. I'm sorry. No, it's not going to work. I'm not trying to be insensitive, because you're right. Postpartum, depression. I get it. But nope. It's not going to fly.
Wait, so the postpartum. Wait, so people going through postpartum depression, they don't get no love? I'm saying postpartum is okay, but if you laying down sad, you can still reach over and jerk my dick off. Do something. No, I'm just saying, because you could go through postpartum and not want to have sex, but your arms still work. But you still want to play.
Exactly. Reach over, let me hold your titty, jerk my dick off, do something.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, do something. Don't be selfish. Yeah. That's it. Don't be selfish.
You better keep that same energy. I hope you listen. No comment, but I agree. I agree. They should be able to do something. I just want people to have healthy lines of communication and express themselves.
I agree, but but that's how we gonna leave it, because I'm getting heated. I'm not trying to say nothing too crazy.
Look, you're getting hot.
It is. Nah, I'm over here sweating and shit. Let me turn my fan on, but I appreciate you.
Take that damn robe off, probably. She probably
don't do that. The robe is off. Don't do that. Don't do that. But like I said, man, like, I appreciate you for always stopping by. You know, just always giving your honest, real opinion. And I'm gonna hit you back. Be safe. Don't go too crazy over there.
Well, you know, girls going wild over here.
Hey, at least we know somebody not lacking sex. That's how we gonna end it.
Bye.
We gonna clap it up, man. That phone call was not supposed to be that long, but I don't even gotta play the rest of the clip now, because, like I said, man, we are not sex experts. We are not professionals, but for you guys out there, man, do what works for you. So don't listen to me. Don't listen to Dewan. Don't listen to none of the responses that I said people sent in. Do what works for you. But always make sure you have open, honest, raw, blunt conversation with your partner. So if you are lacking and you are not getting it, hopefully that it can improve, or eventually the person who is lacking the sex might have to walk away, because Sex is a crucial part in any relationship, 100%. And that's how we going to leave it, man. So you guys out there, man, who stay showing love, stay showing support, stay tuned in. Again, my Cash App is $NYC Story 718. So you guys out there, man, make sure you keep sharing the podcast, staying tuned in. Let your friends know, your coworker, your mama, your auntie. We got some more things on the way. Again, it's your man, John A. Show. This is that.
Brand new LCP.